Welcome to the TrustLayer AMM demo. TrustLayer AMM is a privacy-preserving DeFi protocol that brings real-world creditworthiness into on-chain trading, without ever exposing the user's actual credit score. It bridges two blockchains, Alio for privacy and Ethereum on Arbitrum for trading, connected through Uniswap v4 hooks that enforce tiered access based on zero-knowledge proofs. A zero-knowledge proof is a cryptographic method that allows one party, the prover, to convince another party, the verifier, that a statement is true, without revealing any information beyond the truth of that statement. In TrustLayer's case, a user proves that their credit score is above 800, without revealing the actual number. The proof is mathematically verifiable. It is impossible to fake, but the underlying data stays completely private. This is the breakthrough that makes privacy-preserving finance possible, trustless verification without data exposure. Alio is a Layer 1 blockchain built from the ground up for privacy. Unlike Ethereum, where all transaction data is public, Alio uses zero-knowledge proofs as a core protocol feature. TrustLayer uses Alio to store credit credentials privately and generate tier proofs. In addition, we use Uniswap v4 hooks. TrustLayer implements a before swap hook that checks whether the trader is registered, what tier they belong to, and enforces tier-specific fees and trade size limits. This is the first time Uniswap's fee structure can be dynamically personalized per trader based on off-chain credentials, all verified on-chain through ZK proofs. Here is the GitHub repo. It contains 4 components. The first 2 are the backend and frontend. The backend is a Node.js server that bridges Alio zero-knowledge proofs to Ethereum, handling credential issuance, proof verification, and trader registration. The frontend is a React application where users connect both their Alio and Ethereum wallets to interact with the protocol. The third component is TrustLayer credentials, an Alio smart contract written in Leo. This is where the zero-knowledge magic happens. It stores credit scores as private encrypted records and generates cryptographic proofs of tier eligibility without revealing the actual score. Finally, we have the v4 hook, a Solidity smart contract that plugs into Uniswap v4. It intercepts every swap and checks the trader's registration, enforces their tier-specific fee rate and trade size limit, and rejects unregistered users. This is what connects the private Alio proof to real trading benefits on Ethereum. Here is the front end of TrustLayer AMM. We use both Alio testnet and Arbitrum Sepolia. We first connect our Leo wallet for the Alio chain. Next, we also connect an EVM wallet. Here we can see the status of this EVM wallet. This is a registered wallet that has Tier 3. Here a trading fee of 0.1% applies and the maximum trade size is 1 million. Let's then go to the admin page. Here we can paste our admin address and see that we are the approved issuer. So this wallet can issue credentials. Let's issue some credentials. We paste the recipient's Alio address. Give it a credit score of 750. Finally, insert an expiration data and a nonce. Now we need to wait for the confirmation. Here we can see that the credentials have been issued. Okay. So the credentials have been issued. We can also verify that on-chain by using Alio Explorer. Here we see the transaction on-chain. Now let's check our tier. Here we paste the transaction ID. And there it is, Tier 3 with a score of 750. The next step is to generate the zero-knowledge proof. And here we can see that the generation of ZP proof succeeded. Awesome! TrustLayer AMM uses a Uniswap v4 hook. And we first need to register an EVM wallet. Only registered wallets, with the proper tiers, can trade. Paste the transaction ID from the Alio chain. And here we go, this wallet has Tier B and is now able to trade on TrustLayer AMM. So we have the tier and now we can trade on the DX. Here we see that the wallet is registered. Now let's do a swap of 9 tokens. So swaps are working for this registered wallet. Let us recap what we just saw. First, an issuer created a private credit credential on the Alio blockchain. The credit score was encrypted and only visible to the owner. Second, the user generated a zero-knowledge proof of their tier. The proof revealed only that they qualify for Tier 3 whale status, without exposing their actual score of 800. This is the core privacy guarantee. Third, the user registered their Ethereum wallet by submitting the Alio proof. The backend verified the proof and registered the wallet on the Uniswap v4 hook contract on Arbitrum. Finally, the user swapped tokens on Uniswap v4 with their tier-specific benefits. 0.1% fees and up to 1 million tokens per trade. TrustLayer AMM demonstrates a new paradigm for decentralized finance. Privacy-preserving, credential-gated finance, powered by zero-knowledge proofs across 2 blockchains. No score exposed. No trust required. Just math. Thank you for watching.